This is the final battle. With you at my side, we will demolish the deep state. We will expel the warmongers from our government. We will drive out the globalists. We will cast out the communists, Marxists, and fascists. We will throw off the sick political class that hates our country. We will rout the fake news media, and we will liberate America from these villains once and for all.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Now, Donald Trump has a leg up in running for president because, one, he has been a celebrity for 50 plus years. Donald Trump has been in the limelight, the spotlight, and every light that is imaginable. Donald Trump, the biggest man-made celebrity in human history. Truly. Donald Trump, the biggest mortal celebrity in human history, no doubt. Bigger than Elvis and the Beatles combined. There is no equivalent. And so the guy really consumes energy. He brings unto himself mimetic energy. And meme makers make ads for Donald Trump, and there's a lot of material there. He had a very visually stunning presidency in the first term, and now Donald Trump is releasing some banger ads for his second term as he dominates the polls. New CNN poll out last night showing that Donald Trump is romping on Joe Biden. Ladies and gentlemen, this new ad that dropped with Tucker Carlson as the narrator is really something. Now, this is from a Tucker Carlson monologue set to footage of Donald Trump. I do not believe that it has Tucker's blessing necessarily, but has a perfect crescendo and a real ring to it. Check this out. It'll give you goosebumps.
Americans sincerely love Donald Trump. They love him in spite of everything they've heard. They love him often in spite of himself. They love Donald Trump because no one else loves them. The country they built, the country their ancestors fought for over hundreds of years, has left them to die in their unfashionable little towns, mocked and despised by the sneering half-wits with finance degrees but no actual skills who seem to run everything all of a sudden. Whatever Donald Trump's faults, he is better than the rest of the people in charge. At least he doesn't hate them for their weakness. Donald Trump, in other words, is and has always been a living indictment of the people who run this country. That was true 4 years ago when Trump came out of nowhere to win the presidency, and it's every bit as true right now. Trump rose because they failed. It's as simple as that. If the people in charge had done a halfway decent job with the country they inherited, if they'd cared about anything other than themselves, even for just a moment, Donald Trump would still be hosting Celebrity Apprentice. But they didn't. Instead, they were incompetent and narcissistic and cruel and relentlessly dishonest. They wrecked what they didn't build. They lied about it. They hurt anyone who told the truth about what they were doing. That's true. We watched. America is still a great country, the best in the world, but our ruling class is disgusting. A vote for Trump is a vote against them. That's what's going on in this country.
Goodness gracious, it's enough to give you chills. It's enough to give you chills. And you see these people who probably never watched Tucker before, right? Lining the streets in Atlanta as Donald Trump is arrested. Is there any doubt that what Tucker says there in that monologue, that this is about the failure of our ruling class that didn't build or create anything, who inherited this amazing country and have wrecked it and have been unable to stop their own selfishness and evils from overtaking and strip mining this place, ripping the brass off the Titanic as it sinks? And you wonder why you get clips like this of people in Atlanta walking out of their urban neighborhood to cheer Donald Trump on after being arrested and taking a mugshot. You wonder why clips like this exist. And then polls like this exist. New York Times poll Trump set to romp Biden. Donald Trump would win 300 electoral votes, soundly defeating Joe Biden. Donald Trump wins all the swing states in these recent pollings. 71% of Americans say Biden is too old, including 54% of Biden supporters saying he's too old. Swing state voters say they trust Trump over Biden on the economy by a 22-point margin. Well, there's your election right there. Everyone is saying it. It's being at time of publishing right now. CNN just dropped this devastating poll.
Has soured on Joe Biden. There's just not another way to put it. According to our latest CNN poll conducted by SSRS, a national poll gives us this snapshot in time. Biden's approval rating is 39% in our poll, 61% disapprove of the job he's doing. Look at it by party. You see that even among his fellow Democrats, he's only at 77% approval in this poll. Only a third of independents approve of the job he's doing. And of course, as you might imagine, only 5% of Republicans.
So will Donald Trump become the next president of the United States? Well, I mean, odds are. CNN straight up admitting it now. CBS admitting it now, 51-48. I mean, it's still pretty close. It shouldn't be this close. This is an indictment of exactly how bad Joe Biden is. But Donald Trump leading by 4 in Pennsylvania, 10 in Nevada, 6 in Georgia, 5 in Michigan, 5 in Arizona, man. Even the Obama people are now saying, Joe Biden, you got to drop out. You got to drop out. It's not wise for you to run. The stakes are too high. And then you check in on ads that really sort of resonate perfectly with what Tucker Carlson is saying in the monologue for that next ad. And you sort of like get the vibe of what the energy of the campaign is going to go like toward, which is once again, the forgotten man and women. And now things are worse for them than ever.
From different walks of life, but all have one thing in common. They want their country back. Parents who want to take back control of their children's education. Veterans tired of being kicked to the curb. They believe in protecting the sanctity of life, securing our borders, standing for the flag, kneeling for God above, and an honest day's pay for an honest day's work. Hillary made fun of them.
You could put half of Trump supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables.
Biden called them a threat.
The MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
And DeSantis degradingly called them listless vessels. No, they aren't, Ron. They're great Americans who know there's one person who will always have their backs.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
I mean, take it to the bank, ladies and gentlemen. You'll never get another presidential candidate like Donald Trump. You'll never, ever, never again. Never. And I want him to win a second term, big time. But, you're just never going to have it again. So you might as well suck it, you might as well suck the marrow out of the bone on this one. And this is my favorite ad that has been released over the last year. Dan Scavino posting it here, getting 7,000 retweets, 19,000 likes on X. The man in the arena.
The test of a man is how much he will bear for a cause which he knows to be right. How long will he stand in the depths of despair? How much will he suffer and fight? There are many to serve when the victory is near, and few are the hurts to be borne. But it calls for a leader of courage to cheer the men in a battle forlorn. It is the way you hold out against odds that are great that proves what your courage is worth. It is the way that you stand to the bruises of fate that shows up your stature and girth. And victory is nothing but proof of your skill, veneered with a glory that's thin. Unless it is a proof of unfaltering will, and unless you have suffered to win.
Chills all around, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be quite interesting in this election. It's a mixed bag on election night, right? Obviously, there's different levels of motivators on both sides, and Republicans, you win some, you lose some. That's just politics. But this is a special moment. And I think presidential politics is very, very different than off-year midterm election kind of stuff. And the debate between Biden and Trump is much, much bigger than some of these smaller battles inside of these states. And we're less than a year away from the general election in 2024. And we're gearing up, man. It's going to be a wild one. We'll never see anything like it again. And I don't think I'm even prepared for what's about to come around the corner. But seeing ads like this really give me a stiff upper lip, right? Stiff upper lip gives you hope. Let us give you hope every single day. Subscribe to our channel, like, share, and subscribe. See ya.